3 days after she presented herself at the Criminal Investigation Department at Ivleri and was later detained, the police have opted to charge Deputy Chief Election Officer Roxanne Myers with 2 counts of misconduct in public office. Myers appeared at the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Friday morning, where the charges were read to her. The senior Gecom official was granted $150,000 bail on each charge. One of Myers' attorney, Ronald Daniels, who spoke with reporters outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court, pointed out that Myers' lawyers were not initially informed that she had been charged.
We wish to put on record that up to last night when we spoke to Ms. Myers, around 8 o'clock last night, no such allegation was put to Ms. Myers. And as Mr. Hughes had indicated to the court, he did not learn until about 3 o'clock this morning through the media that Ms. Myers was charged and had to report to court today. So we had no formal communication to that effect, even though we have been attending the police station quite often.
Nightly News understands that the prosecution objected to Myers being granted bail, alleging that they had encountered difficulties in locating the Gecom official at her home address or her place of employment, and that they had telephoned Myers and she did not answer.
There haven't been any witness statements. The prosecution indicated to the court that they have not completed investigations. The prosecution invited the court to have them return in 2 weeks, at which time they would be able to give an indication to the court as to the status of the investigation and whether they're in a position to disclose any statements.
According to Attorney Daniels, given that Myers had voluntarily presented herself to the police, the allegation of her being a flight risk should be shunned.
Ms. Myers voluntarily submitting herself to the custody of the police officers is an indication of someone who does not want to resist the jurisdiction of the police or resist the jurisdiction of the court, and is certainly not someone who poses any risk of flight.
Just after the police announced that a comprehensive investigation into the March 2nd general and regional elections and the subsequent 5 months impasse, a number of Gecom officials were arrested by the police. The exhaustive list of Gecom staffers who have been detained and in some instances held in custody beyond the constitutionally stipulated 72 hours includes Chief Elections Officer Keith Lowenfield, Region 4 Returning Officer Claremont Mingo, Duart Hetzberger, Michelle Miller, Carolyn Duncan, Denise Cummins, Enrique Livan, and Registration Officer Shifrin February, and now Roxanne Myers. In addition, former Health Minister Walter Lawrence was arrested and Ms. Carol Joseph arrested and on station bail. During a media conference on Friday, Opposition Leader Joseph Harmon pointed out that all of the senior Gecom functionaries that have been arrested and detained are of one ethnic group, Afro-Guyanese. He described it as a political campaign of persecution and victimization. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News.